If you think that you need a big bank account to start investing, then you are wrong. You don't need a huge bank account to get started. In fact, with just a few $100s, you can begin building a solid investment portfolio today. Here's the truth. Many videos you see about investing are outdated. The system has changed, and it's easier than ever to begin investing. Starting small is not only okay, but is often the best way to get started. The key is getting started at all. You don't need to wait for a perfect moment. Just dive in and start small. As Warren Buffett famously said, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." The secret to success is starting early and letting your investments grow over time. For example, the S&P 500, an index that tracks the top 500 companies in the U.S., has historically given an average annual return of around 7% to 10% after inflation. So, let's say you invested $1,000 in the S&P 500 10 years ago. That $1,000 would have grown to about $2,000 today. Imagine if you invested $500 every year. Your wealth could grow exponentially. Now you might be wondering, how do I start with small amounts? The good news, there are plenty of low-cost investment options available. One of the easiest ways to get into investing is through apps like Acorns, which automatically rounds up your everyday purchases and invests that spare change. Even if you only start with $5 or $10 a week, it adds up over time. The beauty of this is that it's almost effortless. You're investing without even thinking about it. Another great option is exchange-traded funds, ETFs. ETFs are like baskets of stocks, bonds, or other assets. You're not just buying one stock. You're investing in many at once. Many brokers now offer commission-free ETFs, which means you can start with a small amount and avoid high fees. Before you start investing, though, it's important to have a strong financial foundation. If you have high-interest debt, like credit card debt, focus on paying that off first. Why? Because credit cards often charge interest rates of 20% or more. Meanwhile, most investments, like the S&P 500, will give you 7% to 10% returns on average. Dave Ramsey, a financial expert, says, "The borrower is slave to the lender." By paying off high-interest debt first, you're essentially guaranteeing a better return on your money than most investments can provide. Once you're debt-free, consider setting up a retirement account like a 401k or IRA. If your employer offers a 401k match, make sure you take full advantage of that. It's free money. Retirement accounts are great for long-term growth because they come with tax advantages, allowing your money to grow faster. Let's talk about how you can start with as little as $500. If you have just $500 to invest, there are still great options out there. You can invest in ETFs or even start a dividend reinvestment plan, DRIP, where your dividends automatically buy more shares, helping your investment grow. Now, one of the most powerful things you can take advantage of is compound interest. This is where your money earns interest, and then that interest starts earning its own interest. The earlier you start, the more time you give your money to grow. For instance, if you invested just $5,000 at age 25 and earned an average return of 8% annually, by the time you're 65, that $5,000 would have grown to around $50,000. The key here is giving your money time to compound. Remember, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your investments. Spread them across different sectors, such as stocks, bonds, and real estate. This reduces risk and helps ensure stable, long-term growth. So, what's the takeaway here? The key is to start now, even if it's with a small amount. Whether it's $50 or $500, the most important thing is to begin building your wealth today. As Peter Lynch, the famous investor, once said, "The key to making money in stocks is not to get scared out of them. Stay disciplined, stay patient, and watch your wealth grow. Remember, it's not about how much you start with. It's about starting today and making smart choices along the way. If you want to learn more about how the S&P 500 and index funds can help you grow your wealth, check out the video in the description. Don't wait. Start investing today.
If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming content where we dive even deeper into personal finance and investing strategies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.